And greetings, everyone. Welcome back. This is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod and the Trade Post mod, Trade Post for Minecolonies, which updated today. Today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I don't have that, but a lot of people do. It's Friday in the United States. I think it's a different day in other countries. Oh, that's one of the builders. And look, you can see it. Yes. She just made the door go away because she's changing the stone out. Cool. Let me turn around here. Where am I? I'm in the University District. And we, yesterday, it was more like after we did the stream, when I was supposed to be getting the thumbnail yesterday, which I didn't, but I was supposed to be, that I decided to change the school location. So the location that we had over here that we were calling the school district is just going to be the market district here, where, as you can see, Wade is putting up another house. And this is because of the situation that we have with housing. We can't put the house here that I wanted to put here. Can't put it here. And so we are putting in 2 of Littleton's houses. So there will be 3 Littleton houses and there's going to be 4 Littleton houses and 2 War Minecraft houses, which are the ones that have the fence right here and that we're looking at right in this part here. Now, why is this missing? Is that from when I put the road down? That's interesting. Or was I supposed to be taking this one down too? Because how can they get into their farm? Ooh, look at this. Wade has brought this house up to a level 3. This is a level 3. Yes, look, there's carpet on the... Oh, they have a basement now. Look at that. And there's an extra bed downstairs in the basement. And then the master bedroom up here. I'm going to take this away one more time. That little part of the table. But I like this. And there we are. Oh, and they have an automatic door opener and closer right there. And I think these are still, let me look at this one. Yep, this is still a level 2. It doesn't have an upstairs yet. So these are all level 2s. We started doing level 3s. Hi. Immortop? I hope I have that right. How are you this morning? Welcome. And so, yes, so we're watching our builder, Wade, and he is working on this house. And this is how Minecraft works. They build the buildings. The style of the building is determined by the builder. Is this Minecraft? Yes, it is. This is Minecraft that has a bunch of mods, but one of the main mods is the mod that has these people. One of them just walked by, who build their own buildings and live in their own town. And then, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. And so we're watching a new building going up. And I'm just going to take a sip for a minute. Sip some juice. There we go. Now, if you can go to minecolonies.com So is so real. It's true. PC is really good. But yours is gonna crash? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And there he is. So he is still working on it, but he's going back to his workshop to get some more materials. And this is where he is right here. He just closed the door, and there he is, and he's getting some more materials that he needs. I'm definitely playing Java. This is Java. I'm playing on PC. Actually playing on a long time ago I played on laptop. Whoa! Dun, 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 dun. Fireworks! Yay! That means that he finished. That means that this building is ready for someone to live in. And let me look here and see who's close. Whoa! Ooh, another building. There's another building over there that just got finished. I'll go and check and see in just a moment. Actually, I can look right here and see. Yay! McKenna finished the residence, and Wade finished this one. Now, this is only a level 1 of this building, so we can have one person live here. And we're going to see who we would like to live here. Ah, yeah. I remember a long time ago. Yeah, that's what would happen. That happened to me. As a matter of fact, last year, if you looked at some of my old videos of Arnarluk, you'll see me having trouble with my computer, and then I had to get another one so that I wouldn't have that trouble. I just didn't have enough energy. The computer was too slow. And let's look and see who we have. Tobias is good here. Nope, he would be too far away. But Wade can live here. Let's have Wade move into his own house. We're gonna have Wade move in here. He can move into his own house. He was sharing a house with Eli, and now he's not. So we're gonna have him have his own house right here. And I think he's gonna be really happy about that. And then over here, he's building another house, and we're going to have one of the other group of people move in here into this house. I think Eli is here. Eli, the shopkeeper, lives here. That's pretty. But now it's saying nobody lives here. Eli, why aren't you here? You're not here? I thought you were living here. Where do you live? Isn't that interesting? Hold on, let's look. I was pretty sure that Eli lived here, but he doesn't. 29. He's not living in the... Is he still living in the... Wait, hold on. Let's look and see if he's still living in the... You're going to tell your friend to subscribe? Well, that would be fun. Thank you so much. Ooh, look at the moon. Look at that. Wow, that's beautiful. Let's take this candle, this torch away, and we can see the moon back there. Wow. Let's take this torch away too. I don't want these two torches. I'll take them away. And then we can see the moon coming up behind the town hall. That's the town hall right there. The moon rising up. We can take a picture. Wow. go. Cool. All right, let's go to the tavern and see if Eli is living in the tavern. I might have separated them. It might have been that Wade was complaining and Eli didn't want to live there anymore. Let's go down into the tavern and see if Eli is living here. Nobody there. Sure enough, he is. And Tobias is here. We're going to move Tobias and Boone. It's interesting that both of them are living back here. So we're going to come this way. So we'll put Eli in this house right here. And there we go. Let's go to the manufacturing district. This is the market. This is the market and the market district now. It used to be called the school district, but now it's going to be called the market district. And I need to have a torch, a lantern with me. So let me come here and let me put a lantern. Let me hold a lantern so that we can see when we walk. Because it's dark. I'm walking through the town hall, coming over to where we have housing. And McKenna said she finished some housing here. Let's see who lives here. If I'm not mistaken, this is Kishore, who is the ore smelter right here. This is Lucas, who is the blacksmith right here. And Brooke right here lives across the street. She's the stonemason right here. Let's go upstairs for a second and see who else lives here. And also Riley the miner. They all live here. Riley, is Riley in bed? Yes, he is. Okay, so Riley came up. Oh, look at this. They have an extra little area up here. Wow. They're going to have another, they have some storage up there. They'll probably have another room. But these three men are actually sharing this apartment above the mine shop. This is the mining shop right here. And there are two druids assigned to this shop. Right now we only have one. We have Jessica. That's interesting that you can assign more than one to the mine, and that's the first time I've seen that in a build. So all the housing is full there. Let's come over here. This is now a level 3 mason house. This is the mason house, and then on the first floor of the mason house are several manufacturers. We have and a quarry entrance. Now we're not going to use the quarry. We're not going to build a quarry here, but we are using the brickyard. This is where Tobias is. We don't have a concrete mixer yet, and we haven't worked on this building yet. We need to do something about it. You're going to go shop? Cool. Bye. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to see you. And I keep these on YouTube so you can come back and see the rest later. So take care. And this is our crusher, Ellie, who's living right here. And we have a new sifter, who is Boone. And I believe that Boone is going to move in here. Let me see who lives here. This is Ellie and Brooke living here, and we're going to add Boone to here. So he's going to live in this. He's going to share this house. And there's a bedroom. This is probably Brooke. No, that looks like Ellie in this bedroom. So that means that Brooke moved upstairs, and she did. She's in this bedroom here, and this is going to be Boone's bedroom right there. And these three are sharing a house, and I love it. It's a very nice house for them to share. And they are not a couple. We don't have any couples in this area yet. do have couples down this way. We started working on some of the roads. Yesterday we were doing some roads, and we started giving an example of where the roads are going to be, and working on that part. In this house right here, we do have a couple living here, but they are sharing the house. I don't know necessarily that they're a couple yet. This is Harper. She's taking the downstairs room, and Gregory is upstairs in the loft area here. And it's probably Harper's going, I don't want to do the ladder. And Gregory's like, that's okay, I'll do it. And then this is the warehouse, and the warehouse has apartments on the top floor. On the top floor, ooh, there's my light. I'm going to drink some juice. So we are now bringing most of the houses up to a level 3. We're going to do an experiment with one of the houses. We're going to have it remain a level 2, but we're going to, the people who live there, their jobs are going to go up to level 3, of course. And up here, people are sleeping. And up here we have the new train master is living here. The station master, Thatcher, who we got yesterday, is living here with Jakari and Malachi. And Jakari manages the warehouse, although Gregory is first courier. And they have, all of them, the couriers all have their little shops, their little offices right here. We have 5. We have the capacity to have 6 because we're at level 3, so we could have one more courier in this area. We can have 5 up here, and then this goes out to a balcony, which is beautiful because look at what they can see this time of morning. Let's remove these. I am not, we have treaties with the Skeleton Nation, with the Ender Nation, and we have an agreement with witches, and we are the nation of Ta'ana, the Mermaid Nation, so we make treaties with our other mobs in order for this city to be able to be peaceful. And so we don't need as many torches everywhere as most cities do, which is very fun, and to actually have it be dark. So we have 5 people up here, and we have room for, I think, one more person downstairs, and they would be right here. And we have some other offices here that eventually will have more couriers in them. But right now, we could have another courier. And speaking of having another courier, I'm going to come here and go to, oh good. So McKenna is going to work on the train station, and I'm going to come down here and look at the information that we have for Jalapari. So I have Akasha records for Jalapari. I'm going to put up one of them right now. Open this one, and there's good. And then open the other one, the skill sets. So I can see the townspeople. We have 54 people right now in the town, which is actually really fun to do. And we could have 55 with the one more courier. 6 couriers would be good. And that means that between this and level 5, we need 4 more. But 6 couriers would be nice, and we can actually, we have the food. That's one of the couriers just now. I think that was either Zoe or that was Vienna. And we just saw someone get on the train, get on the streetcar right there. Oh, it was Thatcher.
Right away.
And there's Thatcher. Thatcher is working on his yard and checking on the streetcar, checking the track, making sure everything is running okay. And down here at the end, you can see down here. Hello. There goes one of the people walking down that way. We can see here the gatehouse. So we're going to put the gate up on this side, and we still need gatekeepers. We don't have any yet, so this is what we're going to arrange. And then out here, this is the road that goes off into the hills, and we can almost see the tunnel over there, the tunnel entrance, and we can see one of the river boats going down the Colonial River. And we're near the Colonial Meadows, which is why the river is named for them. And this is just meadow right here in this location. And I can see Wade is going to work on that. Mr. Villager, hold on a second. Let me come here for a minute. I see you. Let me come here and move this over. Yay! Hello! Welcome. How are you? How are you doing this morning? How was yesterday? Was it okay? And here we go. So we're going to go back. We're just going over to the Colonial Meadows, which are very unique. They're a mixture of maples and fir trees, spruces, maples, and firs over here. And it's just beautiful. I love these types of landscapes, and they're really gorgeous. You're doing good? Me too. Me too. Yesterday, wow, yesterday was very strange. I was completely off schedule. And Mr. Villager, when I was streaming yesterday on Twitch, I was so sleepy again. And so I was falling asleep so much. So, yeah. Oh, look at this. Wade is working. Look at Wade's working. Oh, look what happened here. He brought the land up here. We're going to have to fix this. Yeah, we'll have to put in some stairs. We don't need this to go down this far, that means, in this area. And let me come here, let me get, I've got the school on me because I'm going to look at some schools. I've changed my mind about where the school is going to be. I'm going to take some pieces down. I think these are halves. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Let's put this in right here. And this is the recycling center being built. And so we're just going to have this land right here just come right up in this area. And Cash is using Lush. Lush, it looks like here, we can have that be like that. So when this road is finished in this part, we'll just have it come all the way. Let's just go ahead and bring this part up to here. Now this is the tree farm right here. And the tree farm is right pretty much in town. We have this tree farm which belongs to Harper, and she is taking down some, there she is. She's taking down some oak right now. We can hear her taking down oak. And we'll put these back in the library, these blocks. And the sugar farm is finished. This greenhouse is finished. it is completely closed in, and 2 of the wings are completely done. 3 of the wings are done. The wing that has the flower shop in it is a level 3 right here. And look at that. Look what we've got. Cool. This is a level 3. And Violet, oh no, it's not. It's only a level 2. Whoa. I thought it was a level 3. It is not. The sugar farm is a level 3. And you can see we've got one of the bees is inside. Am I going to have to rescue that bee? There might be a hive in here. But the bee might have gotten in here and just gotten lost. I don't see a hive anymore. Oh, there it is. Yes, there is a hive in here. So that's where that bee belongs. The hive for these farms, for this greenhouse, is up in that corner right there. There's 2 of them. So this is why we have bees in the beehive, in this house. This is a cactus field. And yes, we're growing lots of sugar in this area. And right now, we're still not able to use them. So this is just practically decoration. But Sutton does make things for us. Sutton makes scaffolding. He makes paper. We don't need him to make the sugar out of cane. We're going to have him make sugar out of honey. And then he, along with, who is it? Callie and Sutton work together to get sugar. And he makes books. So this is what Sutton does and watches over those greenhouses. And this is Violet right here. And over here is Cheyenne. She is the environmentalist. She's handling this recycling center. We're going to have 2 recycling centers. This one is for materials. This would be composting, and that's the type of recycling that she's doing here. She's a level 3, and we're looking. And then over here is the flowers for Violet, and Violet's in her flower gardens right now. And she seems to be, vines are growing up the side of the greenhouse. And then on the other side is, do I want this to do this? I don't know. Let me see. I think I'm going to make this, at least this part right here, come to here. And we'll have it be like that. And here we are. And this time of morning, nope, this is not morning. The sun is setting. This is 6 o'clock in the evening, and the bees are out. And we have 3 beehives for Callie, and she's watching her bees. And there are plenty of flowers in this area for them. And if they wanted to, they could go over to Callie's. They could go around in the neighborhood and see there's some here. Because the coconinios are full of flowers. These are wild sunflowers on this hill right here. We're going to let these go. And Callie in her, not Violet, in her private gardens here is growing flowers. I'm going to take that off, and let's get our lantern for a second so we don't step on our flowers. Everyone's going to go home in a little bit. And this is where Violet lives. And I'm going to take these down for right now. I know it's kind of useless, but I like doing it. And we'll put those up. And I believe now that Violet is sharing, this is an interesting story. And you would call it BCRF. Biocomponents Recasting Facility. I like that. That's great. Biocomponents Recasting Facility. Yes, composting. That's excellent. That's excellent. Sutton moved out. He was sharing the house with Marissa, the dye shop owner, but she's been much more interested in the new dyer. We have someone who's running the dye shop. She's the Fletcher, and the dye shop owner is now moved in with the Fletcher, and the dye shop owner is Santino, I think. There's another beautiful view of the moon. Isn't that nice? Look over top of the garden and everything right there. Just taking some fun pictures. And so Violet lives here. The rest of the Callie, I believe Callie and Cheyenne are sharing this farmhouse right here. And excuse me, sorry, my nose is itching. Yep. So they're sharing this farmhouse on this side. And then the other farmhouse that we have across the way here, let's come down here and go over to the entrance for this one, which is up this hills here. And right in here, and who is this? And here is Liberty, the glassblower, is living here by herself. Someone moved out, and I wonder who it was who moved out. Now, Liberty could move in, and that's what happened. Liberty could move in with, let's fix this for a second. Let's get a shovel for just a minute. From here we are, and fix kind of difficult path. It sure is. And so that's what I want to look at for just a second. But I know what's going to happen. The light's going to go away. So let me put a light right here, and let me fix this. I didn't want them coming this way, but I really should make it. See, she's coming up that way. That's what I actually want. So let's have this part of the path right here come back down right here, so that they come down this way to the path, and that works. So she was following that path up and over that side, and then over here they're following the path up and around to that part of the house there. So yeah, so let me get this torch for this lantern for right now. We can't do anything about these. I would have to put up, oh, I could get some posts here. Let's take these down, and let's come over here, and let's take this one away, and just for right now we can put a lamp right here for them. There we go. Take this part down here, and around on the other side, yeah, and then take these two away. And let's put the lamp up on this side right here, and put a lantern on it right there like that. Okay, I prefer that. Yeah, I haven't done anything with this yet. I think he was working on this. Let me see what level this is. This is a level 2. Right. And we need cash to bring this up to level 3. So we're going to have him upgrade this building as soon as he gets done. Now this is a level 3 here. No, yes it is. And I think we only have a level, and sure enough, yes. So Giovanni and Vienna are here, and we could move Liberty over here, and that would give us some room for some other people on that side. But we'll see what happens as far as couples go. Right now they're living here, and Liberty doesn't mind coming down the hill and having her own house right there, so she's fine with that. And then going through, let's come down. So we have a path here right now through here that goes to the actual road, and here it is. And we're going to have this, we'll start working on this druid station. No, it's too early for kids. We're just now getting level 3 housing, so we're not having any children. We're not having any children until so usually, Mr. Villager, you'll remember that I make sure that there's level 5 housing, and they have level 5 housing before they have any kids. However, because of the food system, I can't have level 5 housing right away, because that means I have to have level 5 food. And so that would mean I'd have to have a level 5 dining hall and all of that. The recycling center to look like an attachment to the nearby buildings, or keep it like it is. And hold on for a minute. And let's see if I'm going to assign cash to build this building. And see. And so Mr. Villager was asking if I'm going to have the trade post recycling center look like the rest of the city, or am I going to leave it the way it looks in trade post? So let's see what it looks like. So the one that we're putting up is the original trade post one. And let's go to trade post. So trade post is in Style Colonies. And it is right here. Oh, look at this. It updated. Look, V-Night has made a new style for trade post. Economic structures supporting the trade post add-on for Minecolonies in the classic Greek style. Wow! Ooh, let me wait. I have to see what the. Wow! We have a new style in the trade post for the trade post buildings. So let me go here. Let me go to trade post, to the trade post section right here, so that we can look. So we have the hills and we have classic Greek. So let's look at some of, and there we go. So we have a classic Greek pet shop. I'm going to X. We'll look again. And here we go. Classic Greek pet shop. And there's the level 1. Nice job. Nice job. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. This is somebody who loves the Greek style and wanted to have trade posts for the Greek style, and they have done a really nice job of making it look like the Greek style, Athens, the Athens style. And yes, that is really quite interesting. And so that's the pet store. And then let's look at the recycling center. And the recycling center looks like this at level 1, which is pretty nice. And let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can see the recycling center building right here. And there's the recycling piece that is needed to change the materials into recycled materials. And you think it was the owner creator of AA? You think it was? Wait, really? You know what that would mean. Hold on a second. Let's come here and let's go to ancient Athens, because ancient Athens is John and Sam and Ray and Thordor. So you think one of them did it? That would be interesting. That would be interesting if that was the case. And we have small colonies, Minecolonies, and that's all in this area. Let me not have anything here for a second. Let's go back to trade posts and look at the name. Veen Night. Fan work. No, it's Veen Night. It's actually fan. It's actually what you could do. It's another person like you who likes styles and is doing it. And so that's the level 5 of that building. Let's look at the train station. We could look at the marketplace. Oh man, where were you? Look at this. This is brilliant. Excellent. This is the marketplace that I would want. Okay, we're actually going to take down the other market. No, we can leave it and we can put this in a different part of town. That'll be nice. Oh, that'll actually be nice. Ooh, I think you're right. Look at this. That's John. That's a symbol of John Ryer. That is really, really interesting. Okay, and the last one we want to look at is the resort. Let's see. Wowee. Okay. This is the resort at level 1. Let's look in and see what the bar area looks like. And here it is. You come in and there's the little bar tender, and then you go through here and there's places to sit, and it looks effective. Look at this. So they've made it the baths. They've made it like a bath. So you can come in here. This can be filled with water. And this is level 1. 2. Oh, no. It's going to be like this. Oh, this is interesting. Hold on. Let's look at 3. Yeah. And let's go here. And let's look at 4. And 5. Wow. I would really like this to be the baths in here. I would really like water in this part right here. That's what I would want. Look at that. And so there it is. I would prefer this. Now, based on this right here, all they've got is this. They've got the hut block, and maybe they have a sign, but I don't even see a sign. Wow. So they've just taken the hut block by itself, and then they've tagged these chairs back here so that there's enough chairs for them to be here. And I like it. But we're going to use, so now that gives me that encourages me to go ahead and extract the bar from the trade post and put it into the tavern buildings that we have down there. And that's what I would like to do. And did I look at them all? The train station. Let's look at the train station. This is level 1 of the oh my God, it's Grand Central. Wow, this is a beautiful train station. 2, 3, 4, 5. It is Grand Central Station. It is. It's Grand Central Station. Oh, nicely done. Whoa, look at this is gorgeous. Mr. Villager. This is huge. And it's absolutely beautiful. Wow, it really makes me want to do the Greek style. Isn't that perfect? I love it. I definitely love it. Well, I'm really Yeah, this is excellent. That's excellent. Oh, I'm so glad that was just added this morning, Mr. Villager. Trade Post updated, and that was added this morning because I was looking yesterday and that wasn't there. So that is so cool. So, Mr. Villager, what I did yesterday was I put in the stairs in this area. And the reason I did was because this portion of the stair is within the build of the cathedral. So this part is going to disappear. Some of the stair is going to disappear here. And we also put in this stair here to come down to the school, this is going to be the new school district in this part right here. Let's look. So my throat is wanting to be a little raw. So because we have this cathedral on this hill like this, we're going to make it like the cathedrals in Europe, where they have these big stairs that go up to them. And that's how we're making this look. The university as well. And we wanted the university to be connected to this part. So this is going to be the university district back here, the new school district. And this is the sports center. And this is what we're going to start calling the barracks. This is a barracks right here. It belongs to the university. And this is actually the barracks, but we're using it as a sports center. And on this side, we have contact sports on this side, and on this side we have archery. So those are the sports, and Maisie has been working on that, but Maisie stopped working on that to come work on the dormitories that you were just asking about. And these are the dorms. We are using Old English as dorms, and one of them is a level 3. This building's a level 3, and then she's going to work on this building and bring it up to a level 3. And so that's the level 3 right there. And let's see who's living here so far. So far living here is Genesis, who is the enchanter, and this is a good walk for her. She's close. We could have Hayden move in here and have Carter but Carter and Maisie are good where they are, so we'll leave them. Tatiana is living with, I think we're going to have Tatiana move over here. So Tatiana is the combat nurse, and she's going to move in with Genesis for right now. And there's the 2 apartments that are here, the 2 beds that are here, and we have a 3rd bed upstairs. And this is the beginning of the dorm. And then this is going to be a walkway through to the other dorm. And it's really gorgeous. So there goes, I believe that was Tatiana just went up. Yes, because there's Genesis going up right now. And Tatiana is moving in. And then across the way here, we have Sean. Sean's living here. He is doing research, and he's already up to bed. This is only a level 2, and Maisie is working on this, and we'll have the level 3 of this building. So, oh, it's raining. So the reason that this is going to be interesting, and I find it kind of strange, but the school district, the university, is next to the cathedral. The back of the cathedral has the graveyard, which will be visible from the dorms. It's going to be very interesting. But on this side is where we want to put the buildings. And I'm going to go to sleep because it's raining. Let's wait and make sure that everyone goes to bed. And I don't see it yet. Yay! So Maisie just got finished working on that dormitory, bringing it up to level 3. And so both Wade and McKenna and Maisie finished working on the projects that they were working on. We'll have to check on Cash, and we'll check on Cash, and we'll check on Josiah and see what Josiah's doing, why he's not done yet. Oh, look at this. I see what he's doing. Look at this building. Look at that level 3. This is a level 3 of the farm building, the animal farms. It's a 2.5 actually. I can see he's not quite done yet, but we can come over here and check and see how much he has to do. This is a level 3 of Josiah's place, and he's 85%. He just needs 2 more lanterns, so he's waiting for lanterns to be made, and he will be done with that farm building. And when he finishes with this, we're going to have him bring up Madeline's building. Madeline's not so worried yet, but do we want him to do Madeline's? I don't think so. No. We're going to have him do Kamari's building, because Kamari can't get up to a level 3 farm. Uh-oh. No one's working on this. So this is going to be what Josiah is going to work on next. He's going to bring this up to a level 3. And when he does, the farm that's attached to this building will be a level 3 farm, and she'll be able to do 3 fields, because right now she can only do 2. And that's perfect. So we'll do that. When I go to the build options, see there's nothing here. So that means I have to bring up the whole building. University of Jalapari dorms facing the future. That's great. I like that. I like that. Let's take a lantern. We're going to cut through the farm here and go right across to the town hall and go to bed, since it's raining and everyone is asleep. We could... Divnan? Hi, Divnan. How are you? We could go right quick and check and see if there's anybody. Did you see Veronica? Wasn't she dressed beautifully? Hold on, let's come down here and look. We have some people, and we still need... Let's look and see who we still need for a moment. We still need some... Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. We still need some archers. We still need a nether miner, a nether ambassador, and we need a teacher, and we need... I think that's it. We need a teacher and another ambassador, and one more courier, and a couple archers. So this is what you felt Minecraft was back in the day. Yeah, definitely. Okay, let's come over here and let's look at Marlin. We're going to look and see if we can find somebody, and what we need most here: agility and adaptability. Agility and adaptability. So this is a good one. Marlin's good. And then we need teachers. And teacher, the nether is adaptability and strength. And yeah. And let's see, and let's come down. And yeah, so there's Marlin if we wanted to take him. Let's look here. This is Talon, and Talon is a kid still, so I don't think we're going to take him. Hi, Lena. Lena has focus and mana, but she doesn't have enough knowledge for a teacher, so we can't have her. She can't be a teacher, and that's the one that we need. Knowledge and mana is a teacher, and so he has adaptability. Agility, adaptability is low. He's still learning. Indy, let's look at Indy. And I'm going to watch the night so I don't go past it. These are all kids. These are all first-year university students. And that's my story. That's the way I like to do it. Aha, look at Veronica. Look at these numbers. Now, I've never had an R doll, so Veronica might be a thief because these numbers are outrageous. Look at these numbers. So agility and adaptability and mana, she would be perfect as a, no, her adaptability is too low. Wow. She could be, let me look at the nether, adaptability and strength. What a shame. We can't use her. She has amazing numbers, but the two numbers that we need, mana, adaptability and knowledge, are low. So she's a brilliant woman. She's probably accompanying these students. And this is a baby. Oh my gosh, this is the first year. They just started. Trenton just started school. Well, it's nice to see you, Trenton. And here's Raphael. And let's see, Raphael also. And Casey. And Casey has some good numbers. But he hasn't decided what he wants to do yet. And look at that. There is skin in the game, everybody. You're heading out to the library? Thanks for stopping by. Thank you very much. Divnan, thank you. It's very nice to see you. And look at this, skin in the game. Lupin Volpes. Lupin Volpes. And Lupin Volpes is saying, while experimenting with ender pearls, I somehow turned into a blue fox. Now I'm trying to settle down and figure out how to undo this, or at least get rid of the relentless urge to chase every chicken I come across. So this is one of the patrons of Minecolonies team on Patreon, and one of the rewards is your own avatar in visiting everybody's game. Right, Raphael? Let's get Raphael right here. Oh, quick. Oh, hurry. Oh no, we missed it. It's gonna rain all day today. No one's gonna get anything done. So it's raining. So we're gonna have a break in what people are working on, unless the rain stops during the day, and we'll see. You get immortalized in the mod like that. It'll be fun. Won't that be fun? It's definitely fun. So let's look at the land since it's raining. We're going to come up here. So this is the school district, and what I'm going to have, what I would like to have, is a road coming out this way and a road coming over here, a smaller road coming right here. And I thought I was going to put the school over here, but no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to put the school right here next to the sports center. We'll put the school right in this area here, or no, we'll have houses be here and put the school in the middle so that we can have houses right here and houses right here, and the school where the kids can reach it. And I think I'll do that. So the question is, what kind of houses do we want to have here, back here, for the kids? And we can do the usual thing, but I think I need a school. To introduce it into a modern architectural movement. Well, that would be interesting. That definitely would. This particular one is the reverse of what we've been doing a lot of here. This is way more medieval. We're not even going to have like modern kitchens like we have had in the past. Get some paid jobs. Well, we do. People are being paid. People have houses and they have food and clothing, and so they are definitely being paid something. And so let's come here. I'm going to look for a second and see how I want to do this. So if we have a road come down in between these two buildings here, right here, we can have a park here. We can actually plant trees right along this border right here. And I have the tool up for a minute. We're going to go to, let's go to roads. No. Let's go to Old English. Old English, and then we can go to roads here. Decorations, roads, and let's just use the straight road for a minute. I'm going to try and get the university to come on. There we go. Okay, so we can see where the university is going to be. So because, hold on. Whoa! Wow. I made a mistake. Do you see that, Mr. Villager? Oh my gosh, look how close they are. I'm lucky that these houses didn't overlap the university. Now, oh, and I know why I was lucky. Because I lined them up with the university, and I lined the university up with the cathedral. Wow, it just scared me for a moment. So I can't plant any trees here yet. But when this wall area here, we're going to have the wall around the graveyard. We are. But in this area right here, we can plant trees. Big, beautiful trees all in this part right here. And that'll be with food rations and necessities. Not rations, I wouldn't call it rations when you can go into a restaurant and get whatever you want. And I don't call that rations. And you can eat whenever you want. So that is something that they've planned. And the clothing, necessities, housing, and then they can have their housing look however they want it to look. That's one of the other things that they can do. And so, yeah, those are things. Like a sword cutting the one hair over your eye. That's a reference that I don't know. So this is what the university is going to look like at level 5, and this is the cathedral at level 5. And so these buildings here, we're looking at, it's not really, you can kind of see the level 5 building behind, and you can see what she's going to do. She's going to join these two together right there, and that'll be really nice. So what we were looking at was putting this down for a minute right here. Now I'm not going to put it down because I think it might go away, but let's see. If it doesn't go away, this will give us an idea of where we want the road to be. So see what we're going to have here? So we're going to have...
Lightning, very, very frightening.
Let's do this side. We'll have an extra sidewalk piece on this side. And we won't have the gutter on this side. So on this side we won't have the gutter, but we'll have the gutter here. And let's bring this so we can see this coming out. I see. That sounds horrible. So these walls won't be here. All these walls on this side will be taken down so that the people can pass freely through this area and they can get to these stairs. And this is a piece of what the road is going to look like right here. And just for a moment, I'm going to put it in so that I can see how I would like it to be. So let's come here and let's construct it. And there we go. So we're not going to have this part right here. We're actually going to have this road be wider and just have gutter on one side, on this side of the road, and have this be the sidewalk area here. Now I could put the gutter back in on that side. Let's see what it looks like if I did that. So if we put the gutter in on this side right here, they would have to cross over it in order to get to this walkway. But we could do that. And let me just see for a second how I feel about that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them doing that. And here where this part is, we need this to be here like this, because this is where they're going to walk in this area right here. So let's come here. Just show that this is going to be the sidewalk right here. Right up to there. Okay, so that gives us an idea of how that road is going to look and work, connected to that part right there. And it's going to extend out here and turn the corner. And if we wanted to, we could have a single house right here and have it turn the corner if we wanted to have houses on this side. And let me see. Just saying how close the buildings are. Ah, yeah. No, the reference, what I mean by reference is that I don't recognize, like we would say, by the skin of your chinny chin chin. That kind of reference. That's what I mean. I would say, wow, by the skin of my chinny chin chin. Will you have rails? Absolutely not. I don't think we're going to have rails in town at all. I don't think we're going to have them. Streetcars. I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see if there's some modernization that happens when the town has roads everywhere. If the town has roads and we might put a streetcar, we can actually put a streetcar up the middle of the road. That would work. So everybody's going home. It's raining here, by the way. It's raining in the Midwest of the United States. There's thunder, which I just heard. And the rain sounded like this morning. Sounded very much like this. Let me make these go away for a second. And so now that I have an idea, look at these paths at the right of the town hall near the production. Look at the paths. Hold on. Yeah. Yes. I see them. Yeah. Yes. They don't align. No, they don't. It's very rare that roads align in cities. And this city has roads that align, and then it has roads that don't align. And so, yeah, that's what we've got. I mean, in Manhattan, that's how Broadway became Broadway. And because it doesn't align. No, I know which one you mean. I know which one you mean. And this right here, this is not going to be like this. There's no intersection right here. Let's go to sleep for a second. We can look at them in the daytime and see what Mr. Villager is talking about. Because he's right, they don't align. I'm going to have streets in the same way that real cities do, that sometimes don't meet up properly. And let's come here. Because the people moved in before there was a city, and their buildings existed before there were big roads. Let's go to the marketplace and then we'll come back to that. Maisie's started working. And the others aren't. Hold on, we'll check on them in just a minute. And we have smooth stone and sacred scrolls. And we're not growing potatoes yet, so we might need some potatoes at some point, but not 8. We're not going to grow. And he's selling tropical fish right now. He is not selling, he was a clothing store for a while, and now he's turned into a tropical fish store. And Eli is not selling anything. And I haven't talked to Ayer, the developer of Trade Post, about this, but the second shop isn't working. So we'll have to see. Yeah, and let's see, still solvable. So the way I'm solving it is in this area here. So you see this one right here? This is the way I'm solving it. So this street, this area here, this is the way the street is going to look when they connect up. This is an example. This part of the road is missing here so far, but it's going to come down. It comes down and comes into this area and goes around and goes up behind. So that's the way I want it to be. But in some areas, we still have this going on, where I wanted to see where this road isn't going to match up. You can see it from the air. And this I was placing here so that I would know that this is the center right here. And I need this center to be right here so that I can see it. This part of the road is going to go here. There's going to be road here, and then there's going to be road here. So it's going to be a little off in that part. How big it's getting? Yeah. So I put this piece in, but this piece is it's going to be intersected by the part of the road that comes here and the part of the road that comes here. And I can work on that as soon as I get finished making sure that everyone has a house. But yeah, so this is what happens in the areas where the road doesn't match up. We have sidewalk. You can see the road not matching in this area here, but we're putting in the sidewalk anyway. And then down here we have this corner. The road is actually right here coming down these stairs, and so we'll have to add the rest of the road on this part right here. But we wanted to get beyond the trees, so that when we put this road piece in right here, it doesn't interfere. And so we haven't done that yet. So there's a whole bunch of places that we haven't gotten the road even begun yet in some areas. And so that's what we're going to do for a while. And let me look here. So he's still working on this center. And so let's look and see what Cash is working on here. This is a level 3 builder shop. but it only has a level 2 apartment upstairs.
If
What are you waiting
so.
for? A hopper. Hold on. I don't think that Giovanni knows how to make a hopper. Let's come over here. Let's run down here. You know, it's really interesting. I might want to expand the train tunnel to the other side to have it run through here, just as far as the recycling center. Wouldn't that, and the mechanic right here, wouldn't that be interesting? Having the train run through to this part. I might do that. That might help them. That's the way I would like the train to be here in town, and that's one of the things that I'm looking at. But let's go to Giovanni right quick, the mechanic, and let's get him to make a hopper. Hi Giovanni, how are you? Good? That's good. So let's come here and let's go to teach and let's see what he can make. He can make some things, but he's not making a hopper yet. So teach a recipe, teach a hopper. And there it is, and there it is. Now is that a regular chest? Yes, good. Okay, so now he can make that. And we know that Juliana, this is Giovanni, and Juliana can make a chest. And I'm just going to check and make sure. This is Juliana, one of our 2 carpenters. And let's come here and look, and the very first thing is a chest. So she can make a chest, and that will take care of that. She's going to check something at the warehouse. Marcos is here, and he's in his shop, so he's getting ready to work on some stuff. And so that's what Cash is waiting for. And let's come down to Josiah and see what Josiah... Did Josiah get that? Wait. Did we see any lanterns? Hold on. Did we see any lanterns here? Hold on. Let's see. Make sure. Hi again. Let's make sure that he can make lanterns. So let's come here and look. He can make soul torches. He can make torches. There they are. And he can make lanterns. So we're just going to move it up a little bit right here. Are we out of iron? I hope not. He's waiting for stuff. Oh, here she is. There she goes. Okay, so she's delivering iron to him. And then the lanterns will be made for Josiah. And look at how this farmhouse is getting. Wow. Look at the farmhouse. Let's go look for Rudolph. I haven't heard him in a while, so I'm just going to come over and make sure that he's okay. Rudolph is our wolf. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. What happened to him? What happened to him? Uh-oh. I think we lost our pet again. I think with the update, our pet is gone. No.
What can I do for you?
Okay.
Hold on. Oh, yay! There's the fireworks. The fireworks for this residence. So this farmhouse is a level 3. And let's see how many people live here in this farmhouse right now. Josiah is living here and Cannon are living here. And they moved in here because we were giving the other couple the home and letting Josiah and Cannon be here. But we've got somebody here let's look for a second. Let's look at this one right here. This is Amani, our new shepherdess, and I think, where's she staying? Let's manage. Let's look. I think she's staying with, I don't know where she's living. Like, she's living close enough, so we won't worry about her. Let's come out here. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I got another animal a long time ago, and we had Rude Wolf, remember? And now we don't have him anymore. We not only don't have him, but we don't even have a record of him dying. Look, see, pets died 0 since yesterday, it's saying. Pet assignment, there's no animal trained. So we've lost the animal again. We've lost an animal again. And that is not the same as if we come here and we call Cannon. What time of day is it? It's after 6. I thought there was a way to get the pet to come to you. But because we don't have a pet, there isn't a way to get the pet to come to you. Alright, so let me come over here and look at something. Yeah, it's still doing from chickens. So even though we have it, we moved it for the shepherd. We moved the trough to the shepherd so that we could have the wolf do the sheep. So there's still a little bit of a problem with pets, and we definitely have this again. Does the trainer actually do something, or he's just a requirement to the building to work? That was one of the things that I was talking to Ayer about having the trainer actually, I think he does as much as these people do. He's supposed to be feeding them and taking care of them and things like that. So that's what he is supposed to be doing. That would be the story for this. That's what he's doing here. And shoot. So we don't have a pet again. And I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now until there is some indication that is a little bit stronger. Because every time we do a pet, we're using a coin. And now that we know that we need 64 coins to get a diamond coin, you need 64 coins, regular coins, to make the 8 gold coins that we need. So we need, oh, skin in the game. It's Lindy. We haven't seen Lindy in ages. It's Lindy. Literally got lost. Lindy is a visitor, and she is absolutely skin in the game. And she is beautiful. Don't you think, Mr. Villager? She's a very interesting outfit, and I like it. And that's Lindy, and that's cool. So yeah, I'm not gonna do another pet right now, because that's the third. That'll be the third pet that we've done, and that we don't have anymore. And it doesn't say that he died. It doesn't say anything again. So we're going to wait a little bit for that to get straightened out a little bit more. This mod is still being worked on, and we wanted to experience the mod, and so we recognize that there are some things about the mod that are still being worked on. And there goes McKenna. McKenna. Is she going to get breakfast? No, she's going up to her shop first. McKenna, what's the matter? Why are you upset? Come on.
What's it today then?
Oh, wow. I will work on it. Whoa. Rough stone. Hold on. I think we have a problem, Houston. We have our first, we have one of our first pieces that requires mortar, I think. Let's come here and let's look. And let's go to here. This is the cutter. Hi, Brooke. And there it is. So there's smooth stone wall that she needs to be able to make. We'll teach that. And let's come here. Chiseled stone brick panels. And we'll do that. And then we'll have Liberty make the framed glass. Mixed stone brick. Let's select that. And that is going to have weathered rough stone. So we're going to have to teach weathered rough stone. So let's come back here. And then weathered rough stone fence gate. Wow. Teach that. Okay, so she just started making stuff. So we're going to look for rough stone and see if she knows how to make it. So let's come here and look. What's that? That's brown bricks. And pottery. Deep slate.
I am working on forming a union.
There's mixed stone brick. And there's quartz. And she doesn't have, is she even making mixed stone? I don't see mixed stone on here, do you? Oh, there it is. Oh, so there's rough brick. And there's mixed stone brick and mixed stone, but we don't have rough stone brick. Hold on, so let's come here and see what we need here. Teach. These are the new blocks that have been added by Trade Post. Rough stone down here. So we have rough brick, which I didn't see. So let me teach this for a second. And then this can be made this way. And the slab here. Then let's make weathered rough. And here it is. Look at this. Quartz mortar. And then rough stone. So let's do this. Let's teach that one. And let's teach this. I have to be a little careful. And this is the rough stone right here. And isn't that the one that we just did? I don't know that I did it, so I'm going to do it again right now. All right, so wow. What's she working on? She's working on the train station level 3. And the reason she's working on the train station level 3 is because we have to have a level 3 train station before we can do the research to get the outpost. So this is a level 2 train station right here. And we need a level 3 train station for the for the studying. So that's what she's. Yes. Yeah, it is. So remember, we have the claim. So here we are. We claim the land, and let's look. So we have a claim ticket right here, claim marker, to throw into the well, and we also have the diamond coin, and when we throw these into the well, we'll be able to do the wish we'll be able to do the wish that will give us an outpost. And hold on, I'm going to put some things in the warehouse. But the thing was, I didn't realize that we had to research that, and we can't research it until we have a level 3 train station. So, did you see that thing where it said it needed mortar, where she needs mortar in order to build? Let's look here. So we don't have any mortar yet. Let's look at the, why did that bring that up? That's interesting. We still have some pieces here. We've got lots of shoes. So we could turn Jack into a shoe store. Those shoes would bring some pretty decent money. So we'll do that. But what I came down here to look at, not to look at, I came to put some things away. So let's look here. Let's sort the warehouse for a moment so I have room. And then let me come here and put up this piece. Put the school there. These books I'm holding on to. This trap door is going to go into the backpack. So we'll put the trap door in, and then let's take all this stuff down and put it in the warehouse. We could look at coffee and see how much we can get. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's hold on to the coffee and see what happens if Jack sells coffee, what it comes to. If it's a good price, it might not be any price. So we'll look and see. So let's put all of this in here. Skip the coffee for a minute. And let's get the door. And the rail. And this. And we'll see. How is this mortar even made? Well, now that we know that we don't have any, we're going to go over to the enchanter. The enchanter actually makes the mortar. Now, I think it should be the alchemist making the mortar. Welcome back. Welcome back. Immortup. Hold on. Welcome back. And how was your shopping? Did you get everything done that you wanted to get done? Let's come up here. We're going to visit Genesis. Let me see what she needs for a second. Hi, Maisie.
What's it today, then?
What do you need? Smooth stone. Okay. So she's waiting for smooth stone to be brought to her. So let's come back here and let's look at Genesis. Let's see if Genesis is in her shop. And she is not. She's standing outside again. And let me go out and look at this for a minute. I was hoping that I could get her to stand inside her shop. But she is, I don't know whether I can change this, that she wants to stand out here. So see, so she's still standing out here. And so I've got to figure out what to do about that. I can look at the hut block and see, and maybe I'll do that. Look at the hut block and see. But let's come to here and let's look at recipes. So we can see that she can make prismarine mortar with gold, a gold coin, and prismarine shard. And that is 64 prismarine shard and 1 gold coin to do that, I think. Because with this, it turned out to be 8 gold coins.
I can't whistle.
So I'm really hoping that that's only 1 gold coin to get the 64 and 64 prismarine. But there's a way to find out. This was the thing that I didn't do last time where I was just guessing. Let's go to JEI because it actually tells us what it is. So let's look at prismarine mortar. So prismarine mortar, which should be down, there it is, right here. Trade post for Minecolonies, and it calls for 64 and for a coin. And I'm hoping that's just one gold coin. I don't know. You can't really tell from that. if we, and because they make it, it's not breaking it down for me. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a wishing well ritual to get the mortar. Interesting. Transforms these into mortar. Oh, now that is curious. Let's go to the quartz. And there's, where's the quartz mortar? There's quartz mortar, and it needs 64 pieces of quartz and regular coin. I'm hoping that is just a regular coin. And that gives 64 quartz mortar. And so has she requested any mortar? She's got 64, she just doesn't have any coins. So we can get her some coins and see. If she needs 64 coins, it's going to be outrageously expensive and almost impossible to do if it needs 64 coins for each 64 mortar. But it's possible that it does, and we'll be able to find out by doing this. We're at economics. Let's take out 5. Let's take out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll take these over to her. Oh, look, there's Dr. Cat. We've got all these visitors. Wow. There is Dr. Cat. Mr. Cat is now talking a cat. I love it. That is so perfect. And then the translation is down here. Oh, he wants baked potatoes. That's very curious. That is most interesting. But that was Skin in the Game. That's the Minecolonies team rewarding patrons on Patreon. At a certain level, you can have your own avatar in the game when you donate to the team, the developers who make this beautiful mod. So let's come here and let's give her these, and let's see if she makes the mortar with those. If she doesn't, it means that she needs 64 coins, and we only have 34 right now. So that's what happened with the gold coin, that we needed 64 coins in order to do that. So if we need 64, let's go look at the shoes. And let's come over here and let's look at the shoes, and let's see about selling the shoes. So we're going to say that let's go for boots. We're going to say that we have Marissa, and Marissa is working on these boots and making them so that we have them to sell. So we're going to come down here and look for them. Notice I didn't look for the indicator first. I should have, but I didn't. And here they are. So we've got a pair of trunks here that we can, leather pants, and then we're going to take all these shoes. Oh, and look, we've got leather tops too. Excellent. And this is from our animals that we're harvesting. We have a fair amount of wool, so we're doing leather, so we're doing pretty okay. And let's come here, and wait, let's come over to here to this. So we've got a couple. Let's put this one here and put this together, and that made gay. That was good. And then this one probably needs 2 of these. Yeah. So let's put that in, and let's take this one. Oh, needs more than that. Let's put this one in and do this one. Oh my. Okay. And so we'll leave this for a second. Let's take this one and put this one in. That's almost. That's an almost. And so let's put this one in. We might as well go ahead and take these two and make them into one pair. And so we can't sell that pair because it's not finished. This pair hasn't finished being made yet. So we'll put that back, but we can sell the other pieces that we just picked up. And so we're going to take them down to the shop and we'll sell those. So let's come here and we'll look. But yeah, isn't that pretty amazing? So yeah, we need some mortar in order to make those pieces. And when we look at the rough, let's come here. When we look at rough brick, rough stone, and then rough brick needs, look how many it needs, 1 2 3 4, but then you do get at least 8 weathered rough stone. So that is you're getting at least a decent amount from it if it turns out that you actually need 64 coins in order to do that. So we're going to try and get up to 64. Let's come and put these in here so they can be priced, and then we'll come back. We'll look and see what coffee, whether he sells coffee at a good price. And in our sellables, we can see that the leather is a really good price. Look at what the pants are going to bring, and what the tunics are going to bring, and the boots are going to bring a reasonable amount. And so those are all good. And so that will use the leather, which is really nice. There's a lot of leather at our Narlook, and we can bring some of it here and have that be done. So let's go to sleep, and then we'll get up in the morning and check and see how much Jack is going to sell the coffee for. If he doesn't sell it for like 100, or if it doesn't have a price, if he says, nah, it's not worth selling, then we will definitely let it go, not have it be in the store. And so it's morning. I'm leaping out of bed and coming down to the tavern area. This is our tavern right here. And there is Cactus Jack. What is going on? Look at how many we're getting. That is so interesting. I've never had so many visitors. They really like this town. They do. Wow. All right, so Jack is at work right here. And let's see what price he put for the coffee. So this is the sellables.
If you say so.
And nope, coffee is not appearing on here, so he's not going to sell coffee. Notice the things that we have turned off so that he doesn't sell those. And is the coffee still in here? Let's see. Yeah, it is. So the coffee he's not going to sell. And it should say so right here.
It's a fine
Coffee,
day.
cup of coffee has no value. There you go, people. And the puffers still, I don't know that the puffers, he was supposed to add value back to the puffers. They originally had value and then they didn't. Oh, if we wanted a saddle, look at that. But we don't want anything anymore right now because we don't have any money. Because we need 64 in order to do the mortar, I believe. And so we'll see in just a moment if that's true. So puffers still don't have a value. I'm going to turn them off for now so that he doesn't keep requesting them. And so we'll put them back in the shop, in the warehouse for right now. And he's going to sell shoes and tunics and the trunks, the leggings. And bless you. Who was that? Oh, that was Lainey, who just sneezed just then. Hold on.
Okay.
Lainey is a bad bee. And she wants 22 ink sacs. And what is she? Agility, adaptability, creativity, and knowledge. I don't think we need these right now. Adaptability and strength. The adaptability is 22 and the strength is 13. I'd want the strength to be up. Doesn't it seem a little loud? There it is, look. See, the soup is all the way up to the top? That's a Stumelier cauldron as opposed to a regular cauldron. And that's what it looks like when she's making soup. And Mia is making soup. Josiah, did I look at you? No, you want quiche. And we're not finding the matching pieces that we need right now. There's Jasmine the chef going. So let's go back up to Genesis for a minute and let's see if she made the mortar. Who is this?
Huh.
Look at that beautiful.
It's a fine afternoon.
Sutton, you look great. I like your outfit. Sutton is the planter. He's what Minecolonies team calls the plantation, but what we call the sugar farm. Sutton is in charge of the sugar farm. And we're going to come over here and look and see if she made any mortar. So she has requested a lot of quartz. See, she requested more quartz.
Can I help you?
And she's not making it. So you know what that means. That means that she needs 64 coins. All right. So when we look here and look at this, teach recipe. So for the, it's saying 64, so that means it needs 64 coins. Otherwise she would have made it already. And that's what happened with the gold coins. Remember, she wasn't making them. So let's hope that those pieces that we just added, we can try and find some other things that they will sell at a decent price. And that's just what we're going to have to do. We'll have to sell those things at a larger price in order to get the mortar that we need. So these two things are keeping us from getting two. And oh my gosh, I really hope that it only takes one coin. I think in the fountain for the claim, I think it only takes, I think it's one coin. It doesn't show us here, but I think it showed us on the other. So we're still working this out. This is only going to be a 2 right here. Now we could put in another shop, but I don't want to put in another shop until I know that it works next to the Stumelier. We could put in another shop right here, but I don't want to do that right now. And this is the baker over here. Good morning, Dr. Cat. How are you doing? You are looking very well. And so we'll just check on everyone else and look at what we've got here. Dun, da, da, da. Is he actually done? Almost done. There's no lights, so he's still working on this because there aren't any lights there. And when he gets done working on that, we'll have another house for people to move into. So we have Wade here, and Wade is the builder. Question, why the Stumelier keeps running from side to side? Where? You mean right here? She's running from side to side? Let's see. I don't know. She keeps adjusting the canvas on top of the roofing of her thing. I think she wants to go out that way, and I'm not letting her go out that way. And I think what I'm going to do here, since these are confusing to her, I like these being up here. I like them better than putting fence up here, but I think I'm going to have to change it. I think I'm going to have to pull these out and put this up on top so that she can't use this to get out. She can't use that to get out. She has to go through the gate. And we'll just bring this the whole way around. So this is the support on this canvas that's holding up this piece here. So we'll take it down. I think because those are gates, she's trying to use them. So we'll take that away. So let's come to here and let's take that out. So there isn't, see, she's trying to get up here to go around.
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, you'll have to go that way. And there we go. So now she's figured out what she can do. And she'll stay here more. And she just added something to the pot. So she is going... Is she actually going... It looks like she's going to the warehouse herself. Oh no, she's going to him? No, now she's going to eat. She's sitting down. She's serving. She's bringing, I think she's bringing soup to serve. She most certainly is. She's bringing soup to serve to them. That's fascinating. I didn't realize she was doing that. Whoa. So if she's doing that, we might want to move her in with him. Have the cauldron be in this kitchen when we get up to a higher level. That might be curious. Did she just go through the wall? Did she just use magic? Malachi, don't do that. She just used magic to go through the wall because she didn't want to walk around the building. Wow. Okay, let's put these back in the warehouse. And then at some point they'll go, we'll figure out what to do with them. Let's do, what do I need here? Let's sort for a second. I could look at the flowers that I have and see if they have a price. We could find the roses and see if they have a price. And where are they? Can I find them? I have so few, I can't see it. It might be upstairs. Let's try one of the other plants. Let's try the glows. And let's see if we get a decent price for glow flowers. Let's see if I can find them. I'm looking for an indicator on the ground and I don't see one. So they must be upstairs. The sky is angry where I am. It is actually thundering. No. So they are downstairs. Here's some flowers here. Where did we get a witch hazel sapling from? From the Coconino? Ooh. Interesting. Let's see how much these are. And if they're not 100, then I'm not going to do anything with this. So if they don't bring at least 100 apiece, I'm not going to do anything with them, but we're going to have him tell me how much those are worth. I'll make a flower shop for a second. So let's go downstairs and put these in the shop. And then in the morning, Jack will tell me how much they're worth. And if they're worth something, we'll leave them. And if they're not, we won't. So we're looking for stuff to sell. But right now, we're going to go and sleep. And then we'll do the stuff to sell later. The town is very busy. Has a lot of visitors, and that is very fun. And here we are, so let's come up and let's go to the shop. Jack is probably already there, and we will get him to, sure enough, the shops are open. There's Eli already in his shop, and we have pottage name tags, and we have bread. Now we have Gilbert, so we don't need anybody making bread for us, and we have Jasmine, so we have someone to make pottage for us. So let's put these in here, and let's see what the price is for them. They don't have any value at all. So see, they have no value, so we'll take them out. And we'll put them away. They don't have any value. Now, if I wanted him to start selling the shoes and stuff first, I would take these away. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll take those away. So that was 6 tropical fish. So give them back. You do not get them back, so don't do this in survival. So 6 tropical fish, tropical, T-R-O-P, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll put them back in here. He can sell them later, but I want him to sell these things first. And so, see, he's putting them out now. He's putting these out. There he goes, and he's putting out his wares, so he's going to sell the those pieces first, and he's got them all in. And wait a second, where is this? Hold on, let's put this down here so that he sells these things first, right here. So we'll put that, and we should have enough room now. He's still working on it. And he'll put these other things in. So let's recall him down to there. Let me see if this is doing the same thing here. It sure is. I have those gate pieces. I really like the way it looks, but if it confuses them, I might have to do something different. So we'll let him put those things in. And that red over there is Wade needing something. So let's look. Hi, Wade. What do you need?
Wow. You are so wise.
A spruce pressure plate? I will work on it.
I'll take care of it.
No, I'll work on it. Let me get Giovanni. Let's make sure that Giovanni can do a spruce pressure plate. And how long? 2 whole hours. Wow, we have 1 hour left to go.
Off to bed I go.
Okay. That is Jessica. Jessica is... No, that's Josie. Oh. Josie is the druid. She's the peace druid. We actually have 1 peace druid. Let's go down to Giovanni. and make sure that he knows how to make that pressure plate. So let's come in here. Let's come here. Now Giovanni ends up standing on top of this. So we'll have to figure out what we want to do, how we can get this work thing to work so that they don't stand on the furniture. I'm sorry. My eye is bothering me. I apologize. Okay, but right now let's look at the cutter and see if there's anything. No. So this is a pressure plate. So let's come here and do pressure. And it is a spruce pressure plate. So we're going to do this and teach the spruce pressure plate. And look at that. He just made something. He did. Excellent. Dun, 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 dun. Yay. Now we're supposed to be fixing this part so that they can get here, get up and down here. We just haven't done it yet. But we at least have to do that. What's in the way here? Let's trim the tree up on this side. Just trim the tree a little bit. And he's working on that. And do I want this to come back in this section right here? Or do I want to bring this whole thing up? I would rather have that come down, but this is up right here, see? So we'll see what happens. I think we're going to have to do a ramp right here. We'll have to do a ramp to go all the way down at this portion right here, where this is. And see where the trees are that she's working on? So we'll have to make sure that well, when we put the road here, there won't be trees in that particular area there. But a ramp would probably work right here. Let me put this way. Let me come here and look for a second. Let's put these back in the warehouse. We'll just use them for decoration. Or we'll put them, or we'll sell them in a different way. Let's come here for a second. And let's look. I know I said I was going to do the school, didn't I? I should work on that. But just for a minute, I want to look at what a ramp would look like right here. So let's go to dark dust. I wonder if I still have a ramp in my pieces. I'll have to check and see. Roads, a ramp. Let's turn it around. So if we had a ramp coming, so since the sidewalk in this area comes all the way down to here, we would have a ramp coming right here. Let's bring this down right there. And look, it's perfect. It's perfect to come up to this part right here. So see, there's the factory piece, the recycling center piece right there. So we have to wait until we get the recycling center done to put this ramp in, and it would be right here like this. And we'll bring it down. Oh, we don't have to, see? It'll just come all the way up to this part of the road right here. And we'll be able to get off here to go to the recycling center, but it comes all the way down here like that. So that's what we're going to put in once we have it done. So she won't be able to plant trees in this part, but she still has this whole area here where she can plant oaks and birches. And why does she have any birch planted here? Hold on for a second. She doesn't have. So yes, so that was just an example to show you that when the time comes, this is where the road piece is going to be. And I think that it's not going to interfere with the underground. This has an underground area. And I'm hoping that it doesn't interfere with that underground area. We can look here, so it's 1 block in. Yeah, it's 1 block in. So let's go up into the air for a minute and look at this for a second, because if it does interfere, I might move this back one, this building. I might stop him from working on it and move it back one. So let me see for a second. Let's switch and go to trade post. And we're using the trade post recycling center. And where is it? It's somewhere. It's probably in the university area. Let's X. Let's come here. Recycling center. There it is. Okay. So at level 5, it looks like this. Let me see what's underneath here. Oh, good. Yay. Okay, so I think we're not going to have to worry about the wall. There's a good buffer, so we don't have to worry about the wall in that section there. And this entire piece is this. Yeah, I don't see any way for them to get up and down in here. There's stairs here that go into here, and stairs here that go down to here, and then this goes up. And where does it go to? It goes up. Oh, and there's a trapdoor. Okay, now I see it. There's a trapdoor right there. I might move it back. I might actually move it back one, just so that there's enough room for the road, so that I don't have to worry about it. It's facing this way, and we faced it this way because this was where the signs were for what was going on to be recycled input, and that's the way it's facing. And that is correct. Has been recycled. I wonder if I put the has been recycled on the other side. Let me see the way this is facing here. Let's bring it down. So it breaks the plane and makes this come on. It's going to come on. Are you going to come on? You're not going to come on. Let's bring it down some more. Nope, I can't get it to come on. I can't get the build to come on. But I think it's facing, there it is, there it is, there it is, it came on. Right, so it's putting the recycle piece in front, right here, and there's the way down, and then this right here. I am going to move it back one, off the road one, so that there's room for the road. So let's X. So when he is done, we'll move it back one, right here. All right, so we're not going to work on this. Yeah, it's pretty complicated. Let's come over, and so that we have light, daylight, we're going to go into the town hall, go to sleep. And as much as I would like to have the gatehouse people, we don't need them right now, so we don't need the food pressure of having some more people right now, so we'll just let it go. So the way I read it, so see where it says that these flowers have no value. The way I read it is, for the story that I'm telling in my town, that means that Jack doesn't want to sell flowers. He just doesn't want to sell them, that's all. And so he's saying I don't want to sell these, so I'm not even going to bother. giving them a value, as opposed to he loves selling clothes. And we've gone up. We got income. Look at the income we got from yesterday. So we're up again. And he's selling the pants for 2.9, and he's selling tunics for 3.3 and shoes for 1.6. So that's the reason why. So with the boots that Madeline the Fisher is finding. Oh, he just sold something again. That's what that sound was. That he just sold something to one, and now he's putting in tropical fish. Does that mean that he doesn't have anything left? Sure enough. So he's sold enough that he's back to selling tropical fish.
Good to see you.
Hi, Jasmine. Sorry about that. Oh my goodness. And so
The
that's
roof
quite
is
a
so
thing.
precarious, it rains on my head.
Where? Is it raining? Eli? Nah. Gilbert? Nah. I don't think that's raining through, Gilbert. I don't think it is. All right, so let's take the hour for a second, and let's come back here and let's decide. So I wanted to look one more time at schools and see about a school. So I'm going to have a little sheet here. We're going to look at schools for a second. And we're going to look at the ones that we can look at. So antique was what we picked before. And we can't use Aquatica. Arcology school, it's not a building because it's meant to be in the cave. Byzantine is going to be too big. Caledonia is interesting. It looks like a little schoolhouse. Caledonia does, and we'll look at it and see if we want to put that in here. Cavern is underground. Christmas, a 20 by 25. Let's look at Christmas. We'll look at Christmas too, and then let's see. And then there's Colonial, which I'm not going to like, I don't think. And what I mean by not going to like is I'm not going to like it for here. Crimson Keep and Dark Dust. And of course the houses. Desert Oasis isn't going to work here. Farthest Frontier, I'm not sure that I want, but we can look at Farthest and see what it looks like. Farthest Frontier and then Frontier. I don't think I'm going to want Frontier, but okay. And then Functional Fantasy, High Magic. Now, High Magic has a really beautiful one that I actually like. The only problem is it's High Magic. And I haven't seen it in a while, so let me see what it looks like and see if I can use it here. Hive is underground. Incan is underground. Incan is inside. And Jungle, of course. Littleton is a little tiny schoolhouse. And it's a little too small. So I'm not going to. And then Medieval Birch. Oak. The medievals. So we can look at the mids. Medievals and see. And Nordic I'm not going to want. And then Old English. And there isn't a separate one for it. We're not going to use Pagoda. Sandyton is desert. Shire is underground. And Space Wars is out in space. Galactica is in caves. Steampunk, I think, is inside. Yes, it is. Steampunk is inside the university. Trade Post is inside the university. And Tropical also. Underwater Base, Urban. Birch is inside. I think urban's inside and war. So we'll look at urban and war. And we're not going to use warped. And that's the end. Okay, good. You could look at urban savanna and urban. So let's do that for a second. So let's come here. Let's go to urban. Wrong place. Urban. This would be urban. Urban, I think it's going to be too modern. But let's look at the school. And let's see. That's curious. It looks like a sandbox right there. And inside looks like this. And it does have a really nice blackboard, so it's actually really, but this is urban birch having a super tall structure, and this is what it would look like. It's okay. It's okay. And then let's look at savanna. I'm going to cross these off as I look at them. University and the school. Oh, I forgot about this school. Oh, I haven't built this school in ages. Yeah. And this school looks like this. This might be interesting to have a little school like that. So let's cross off, let's put urban savanna here as a consideration. The roofing and stuff on it is fine for this location, and it's just looks like a school, so we can consider that. And so we've done the urbans. Let's look at high magic for a minute. So let's switch to high magic and look at their school. And the level 5, so this is what their school looks like. Yay, Wade is done. Excellent. So the school's made out of this material and looks like this. And so I love the inside of it, and the fact that they actually have an outside area where they also teach outside when the weather's good. I don't think the weather's good enough here every day to do that, so I think I'm going to not worry about that one. So we'll cross that one off too, cross off high, and War Minecraft. Let's look at War and see their school for a second. School, level 5. So it's going to look like this. It has a little fountain. I think these are supposed to be benches here, although they look like graves. And it looks like this, so it has a pretty sort of churchy look to it. And I think I would rather not have it because of that, so we'll cross that one off. And then Frontier. Let's switch to Frontier. And we've got Farthest, so let's look at Farthest Frontier first. And the school, and the level 5. Wow. Wow. This is like Nordic. Good gracious, look at this building. Whoa. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, look at this. My. This is intense. What's upstairs? A library upstairs for the kids. Oh, I like. Ooh. Oh, man. Look at this. This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. This is level 5, 4. Let's see if there is an upstairs at 4, and 3, and 2. Doesn't have the upstairs. And then this one we have the school looking like that. Wow. But you see it's jungle. That's junglewood. And at this level, it's okay at this level. I can't tell what that is. That's brick. There's 2 types of brick here that I think they're using. But look at the style and how tall it is. I don't know. It's a monster. Let's go to sleep. I'm going to set it on the ground and see what it looks like amongst the other buildings for a second. And if you wonder why I keep going to sleep, it's because the Minecolonies people have to sleep. If they don't sleep, then they slow down and they stop working. Wait, what was that? Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm doing an experiment to see. I think that Minecolonies has figured out a way to deal with the taverns so that you can have more than one tavern, but you can only have 4 people live in the taverns. And so if we had this, it would look like this over here. As much as I like the inside of it, I don't know about the outside. And my tendency with this would be in this upper part here, there should be windows and there aren't any. And so I think I'm not going to choose that one. That's farthest. And we'll look at Frontier for a sec now. But isn't that an interesting school? If all the buildings looked like this, it would be really interesting and really curious. Do you want to see what the university looks like? Just as an example of what we've got here. This is the university. Well, it's a shame that the school doesn't look like the university. Look at that. Ooh, do you know, I think we can put this university in here? Whoa. Oh, this is fascinating. Oh, that's really nice. You can see that. That's water, right? So that's why they can grow these. Oh, I love it. How nice. And then work area here and ladders to get up to the books. And this is the front. And up here we have classrooms up here and across on this side. This is the main area right here. So this is the main entrance. And they're using some kind of stone that Chroma Hills does not have the piece for. They don't have the piece for it. I have a feeling it's like raw gold or something like that. There's one of those that Chroma Hills is only 19 that we're using, and so there is something missing. Wow. 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 I actually like this so much. goodness sakes. I like this so much, I'm tempted. I'm thinking, do I want to, this is so interesting, do I want to put the university here and have this actually be the school right here? Have the kids come to school right here. And I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. That is really quite an amazing university there. Now, of course, the medievals are going to be amazing like this too. But I definitely like that with this city. I think that with the way these buildings look at level 5, that'll still look good. And so they're all different places for lectures and for studying. And then down here, there's a workshop for plants down here. And on this side, there's, this is probably supposed to be the sports center. And then the courtyard. And there you have it. That is really making me rethink some things. It really is. Let's see how big it is. So I think the housing is too close. The only place that it could actually go if we did put it here was next to the sports center. And I am going to not. I'm going to let this smaller university building be one of the university buildings. We could have this be a larger university building over here. And have it be down on the ground like this. But I don't think we really, I would prefer to have the housing in here and to have an actual school. It's just that I hadn't seen that before, and it's like, oh, that's intense. That really is. Okay, so we're looking at schools. And that is farthest frontier. That's something to keep in mind. Wow. Let's look at frontier for a second. Let's go switch to frontier. And there it is. And let's look at their school. Oh, it's inside. Never mind. It's inside. Oh. Let's raise this up again so we can see. It looked like it was inside. This is adorable. Hold on, what are we looking at here? Level 1, yeah, it's within the school, the education area. So level 2, I remember this. This is frontier, so we start out with them being under a tent, which I actually don't mind. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the full school right here. And so, okay. So that is okay. There's some things about it I like. I like that it has the slide outside the playground area, and that's really what I'm trying to find with schools that actually have something like that. So that's frontier, but in the inside, it does not have a blackboard. So it doesn't have a place for them to display. It doesn't have something that looks like a blackboard rolls down and that kind of thing. So that's the only problem with the Frontier, and I think so I'm going to cross it off. Colonial. And this is Colonial right here. And the school, a uni school? Oh, so this school is inside the university, this one is, but the regular school is this right here. We have a building here, a place here, and a yard. Let's look at this school. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. So they have an actual, it looks like this is supposed to be for them to learn how to, but there's no connection. Where's the door? Oh, there it is. So they come in from the outside and go here. And then let's come into the school itself. It's got this little area here for them to put their stuff. And then it has a classroom here. And let's see on this side here, what's this? And some little study areas right in here. And that's a front door, so what's this? Oh, and a little cafeteria area, this looks like right here. Cafeteria, and a little place for them to, and this is nice. And the fact that it has the this little greenhouse area for them to learn how to grow things, I really like that. So this is Colonial. Colonial is really interesting. And right now it has the lead. It has the lead. I'm even gonna like the way it looks. Schools, you know what happens with schools? They have a tendency to do stuff with schools, like experiment with stuff. So we could have this as a modern building. So this is the building that they're putting down for the kids. And if we put this in this area, let's go to sleep. If we put that in that area, we just have to figure out how it's going to fit among the houses so that the kids can walk to school. Yes, we make neighborhoods so they can walk to school. Wade is finished working on that area, and now he's working on the town hall. I just want a town hall just so that they can, see this area right here, so that they can sit in here. It will allow them to sit in this area. Even if we don't have someone, you can't have someone assigned to work at the town hall. So this would just be a place where they could come sit. And so that's the only reason why I'm thinking that I'm putting a little bit more of the town hall in that respect right there. So there would be another pub, so that's like a pub, and then this is the tavern over here, and there's a pub in the town hall. So now if this school was sitting out here in the school district, the way we want the road to go, so we're going to have a road here. We're going to make this a full road even though it comes up to this wall and goes in this section. We're going to have a portion of it come out. This is just an alleyway here. But we're going to have a portion so that we can have housing right here on this side and housing on this side of the road. And so that means the school would sit over here. Let's look at this area. Yeah, this would probably be the best place for the school to sit, which would be right back here at the border. And let's make sure it's not going outside the border, not there. It is outside the border here. They won't build it if it's outside the border. So let's see this border area right here. And this is actually nice having the greenhouse for the school on that part right there. And then the school's sitting right in this landscape right here. Let's bring it down one and have it sit at this level. So this is 67. This is 66, so this is even down too far. So we need it to sit up. Are we going to have the housing come down? What is this right here? This is 67, so we're not going to come down below 67. So this needs to come up one. So this would be here. And let's see if we can set it as far back. Right here. Let's come back all the way to the border right there. Okay. So the school would be right here. Sitting into this ground right here and being here like this. We're going to do this school. And so we have, we're going to have a road coming right around here and coming to here. So we can have a house sitting here. If we have the road come down and go here, do we have enough room for housing here? Let's look at a Littleton house for a second. Let's assign a builder. Let's find out if this is buried in the ground. It is not. It's sitting right here. So we'll take this piece of ground away so we can see the school building right here. So let's do this and let's assign a builder. And there's our school. So let's bring this out. And now let's look at I should have done that. Hold on. So let me come over here and I'm gonna have Maisie work on the level 1 just so I can see the borders. I don't want her to actually work on this yet. Oh, and it's not unlocked. Okay, so let's get the Colonial. Let's get the building. Let's get the school. School, level 5, and let's sit it right on top of itself again. Right there. There it is. Okay. And so I need border pieces so that I can see where this is. So let's get calcite. See. Let's have calcite pieces right here. I need a calcite piece. Whoops. To go right here. And let's come back over here. A calcite piece to go right here. That's the corner. These are the inside corners of this so that I can see where the road would be. And we'll do that. Will it be like an educational district? Yes, it will. It'll be the school district or the university district. So let's X that. So we have the children's school is going to sit here. And so I want to see if the road comes out here, is there enough room for housing to be right here? So let me see if I can put a house here. Wait. Let's look at Littleton. Let's come here and let's go to fundamentals and let's go to the residence. And this is the tiniest residence that we can have. And if the school, yep, And so see that? So we definitely are going to have to have the housing be on this side. So we can have a level 5, we can have a house here. There's the bottom right there. So we could have one house next to the school. Lucky kids. There's a house next to the school right here. And let's bring this down. Oops, too far. So let me see what number this is. This is all 67 back here. So this is 67, so the house needs to sit here at this level. So we can have a house here. We can actually have a second house right here and have the road turn right in front of these houses. So we can put a second house here. So let's do this house right here. I'm thinking about it. You kind of like the Colonial, especially its small greenhouse. Yeah, that's the reason why I really like it, because it has that greenhouse there, and for the kids to learn. And I really, really like that. So I'm going to move this house just a hair over here. So one of these school kids lives next to, but if I put it over here, I could have one of the farmhouses be there. Let's put this house here. It's going to be here. Yeah, let's put this house here and put a farmhouse right here. So let me see, this is 67, which is where all of this is coming down to. Right here is 67 right here, and you can see the house sitting there. So let's go inside, and I don't want it to be, it's lined up with the cathedral. Good. Okay, so let's go inside here, and let's dig down in here until I can find the hut block. So there's the hut block. Right there. Okay. So that's the hut block. So assign a builder. And we'll assign a builder right here. Assign a builder. Okay, so there's one house. So next right here, let's put in a war Minecraft house. Right here, war Minecraft. You would skip all the classes to take care of the crops? Yes. I totally understand. Just be outside, just be among the growing things. I agree, that would be wonderful. And let's go to residence and let's do this house. Now the L house, I'm going to look at it one more time. I haven't looked at the L house in a while. Let's look at the level 5 and see what it looks like. And remember that the beds are in the living room right there. And that's the reason why I haven't been using it. Granted, it's the kids' beds, and it's one of the houses that has a smaller kid up in the parents' room. But I think the other house is more perfect in regards to the way it's laid out. And so we're going to put in this house. Now we're going to put so here's the school right here. The school was just on a minute ago. We're going to turn the house around so that the yard that has the farm area is next to the school right here. Is there enough room for both of them? There is. Yay! Okay, so let's bring this down into the ground at the point where it needs to be. And I think I'm going to go to sleep for a second. And come down here. Let's see who this is. This is Cairo. And Cairo is, look at the athletics. The adaptability and agility are off. The athletics and adaptability are in the wrong order. Yeah. No, it's strength. Oh. Ooh, look at, oh. He's not a magical person, but he doesn't have to be the ambassador, the Nether ambassador. That's quite interesting. And notice that he was asking for Nether. That is most curious. He's a Nether ambassador. We'll have to see if I can find him again. Was he leaving? Let's look right quick. He's intrigued. Let's see if he wants to stay. And he has decided to stay. This is our new Nether ambassador. And he's going to the taverns because it's nighttime, so that he can get someplace to sleep. So let's come down here and follow him in. And he's going right to here. And let's put him right here. I didn't realize Tobias was still here. So we're going to assign Cairo to be here. And Cairo doesn't have a place to work yet. So see, he's going upstairs to one of the rooms, and he's going in and he's going to sleep. Tobias is still here. Let's bring Tobias over, and we have an empty house right here. And let's look, and this is where Tobias should be. So we're going to put Tobias in this house here. And he no longer lives in the tavern. So let's put Cairo on the list. It's an interesting name. And he is now the Nether ambassador. We're going to have him work at the library. And Kyro. We could have it be Aaron. Ron. Bell. Bell. And he is the ambassador to the Nether. And when we have another miner set up in the Cathedral, he can work for that. And I think we can have one. Macy's going to be so busy working on all of this that McKenna is going to be taking care of putting in the Nether ambassador. And the Nether ambassador is down here where the graveyard is. They are off of the graveyard, right back here in this spot right here. And now that we have one, let's see if we need to do the research for it. Yep, we do. So we can now do research for the Nether ambassador, so that we can have one of those. We'll do the research for that, and we're still working towards the research for the outpost. So those two things we need to work on. Let's come back here to this. It's nighttime. Weren't we going to bed when we found him? Yeah, we were. We were going to bed so that we had the morning to look at this. Let's come here. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the outpost. Still waiting to have all the stuff that I need. So we're trying to sell as much as we can in order to get that done. So Tobias, the bricklayer, now no longer lives in the tavern. So we don't have any of our people living in the tavern except our new person, Cairo. And Cairo doesn't have to live in the tavern. Cairo can actually live back here with Sean. So we're going to assign Cairo to live here. See, so we don't have he doesn't have a job, so that's why he's at the bottom. So we're going to assign him to live in the dorms right here. And let's come up to the university and let's have him work in the library. Now I'm hoping there's enough room for him to work in the library. It's very tiny. We need another library, and we have one. So we can start working on the library in the town hall so that there's enough room for everybody. Because when the children start going to university, they're going to need this library. And we will be able to have them be here. So right now, Cairo, there, and there he is. There he goes. That's our Nether ambassador. Oh no, that wasn't him. That's him. He's working on research until it's time. Does it see the ancient Athens resort? I think you were out at the moment. Oh yes, I can show it to you. Hold on for a minute. Let's come up here. We'll go. Did I put this house in? Let me put this house here for a second, and then I can show that to you. I just want to see these two buildings come on. So the school is here, and this is just outside of the school, and the other house is there. So this needs to be pushed back a lot so that it's more in this location right here, and that's perfect. And then let's see if this is 60. This is 68, so this comes down to 67. 67 is here, and so let's dig out the hut block, which is right behind here. This is where the hut block is going to be, so I just want to be able to find it. So we're just going to dig that part out right there, and take that away, and bring it all the way to here so we can see that there's a house going to be built here. So these two houses will be here like this. So these are the first two houses for kids going to school, and then we're going to put houses over right in this section here as well. And I think we're just going to make a street turn here and put the houses right here for the others. It looks like we could fit houses here. We can't actually. It looks like that. So we'll just probably have park or something in that area. So let's go here and let's assign a builder. And there we go. So Maisie has a lot to do out in this area. And we might have Josiah. Josiah has a lot to do too. So I don't think we're going to get a chance to have him come over and help yet. McKenna may come over and help, but she has a lot to do. So all of these builders have a ton of stuff to do. Look at this behind this house. Whoa, it's a hole. So we might have to put a wall there. We'll see how far back this goes, and we'll look at that later. So Mr. Villager wanted to see the ancient Athens in the marketplace. So let's come here to the new ancient Athens, which is classic Greek for the ancient Athens style, and he missed the resort. So yeah, you definitely did, because the resort looks like it's supposed to be a bathhouse. I really just love this part right here. It looks like a bath, and then this over in this area, but they probably wouldn't have baths in the resort, would they? It would seem like they would. I don't know about the Greeks. They might have baths in a separate building, but the level 5 looks like this. So you come into this doorway here, and there's your hut block. And the fact that the hut block is only that is so thrilling to me. That means we can put the resort in the tavern very easily. And then let's come here. And so you come through here, and this is where all the seating is. And in the resort, we're just going to use the seating that's in the tavern. So both of those, all of those seats will turn into resort seats. Well, portion of them. We'll have a portion of them be resort seats. And this area here looks like this. It still looks to me like there should be water in here. And there are closets here which look like this is where they put their clothes when they are bathing. That's what that looks like. So I think that is supposed to be water. So I'm hoping that Mr. Villager is here now. And if he isn't, then we'll come back and look at it again in just a minute. But that's it, because he's not responding. Oh, yes, it's a bathhouse, right? I agree. And these are the closets for them to put their clothes in when they go into the baths. And then they dress. They dress. There should be I don't think it matters with the Romans, with the ancient Greeks, with the Greeks and Romans. So yes, and then this area is where they sit and converse and have drinks. And there's the bar piece right there. So that is the full, that is the building in Trade Post, the Greek, the classic Greek bathhouse, which is the resort. And that's the resort. So that's pretty cool. And I like that. All right, so then we can X out of that for a minute. Let's come back into the city. It's raining during the day, so no one's going to do anything right now. It's raining during the day. And we have two houses here. We can see both the houses that are going to be here. Two houses is kind of enough for kids, but we'll do definitely a third. I'd like to have 4 altogether so that we can have, if we have 6 kids, then we can have 4 families have the kids at the time, or we can just have 2, and I like the idea of this. So how many did we have in our Narlook? I think we had 2. We had 4 in our Narlook also. We usually end up having like between 4 and 5 houses for children. So the school is here. So let's look at having another street right here where this dorm is. Now we might need another dorm because we have, or we might not, because we can have people who work here on a regular basis live in the dorm. The ones, we can have them live in these houses right here. I think this might be too far away for everyone, except maybe the enchanter and the undertaker would be able to live in this area. But this housing is specifically for when there are kids and they can come here and live. And right here, Malachi, what you doing? Are you just like looking at the sports center? He is. Hold on, let's come in here for a minute. Let me look at Malachi. Manage workers. Let's find Malachi for a minute and see why he's longing for a sports center. Can he do this job? There's Madeline. Let's come down here. And there he is. Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. No wonder. Look at Malachi. Aww. He wants to be an archer. Look at that. Look at these abilities. Oh my gosh. let's put him here. I'm going to hire him here, and we're going to have another courier, that means, because now we're down to having 4 couriers again. But he was so pining. He was just pining to be here, to be in here. So we'll let him be here. Wasn't that curious? He's just pining to be a part of the sports team. So he's the first archer. He's going to be the first archer, and he is probably going to be assigned to teaching because of his level. Look at him. He's already a 30. And so, yeah, so this is an interesting thing. All right, let's go over here to here. Royalty. What a pretty name. And there is agility, adaptability, knowledge, and mana. So she could be a teacher, because we now no longer need another miner. We're not looking for the nether ambassador. We have them already, so we don't need. We still need couriers, agility, and adaptability for them, and the only other one that we need now is a teacher, which is knowledge and mana. She has knowledge. Her mana, I'd like her to be more in the same area as I'd like her to have a little bit more. We'll see if we can find. Here's a kid. Is Danny a kid too? She is not. So Danny's mana and knowledge, but she is not a teacher. She is a druid. And interesting with the mana the way it is. Let's come down here to where mana is. She is not an enchanter. Her knowledge isn't up. Focus. She's working she is a druid. Her focus isn't quite good. I think we would wait for someone else. Let's look at Zaylee. And let's look, she's a kid. And she has a better understanding of magic than the other woman. She's more evenly matched. She's still in school, but she's going to be a good druid when she grows up, when she finishes schooling. And let's come down in here. We're going to look at some people through the night. I know it's raining. Should I do this in the daytime so I don't miss going to sleep? I always get involved in something in there, and then I miss going to sleep. So let me come here and let's get a lantern that I have. These books are for research, and I'm going to do something about them, and this is what we're using for setting the housing. So let's take a lantern, and now we're inside the building, and let's go downstairs. We have a lot of work to do. We do. We have a lot of work to do on things. Okie dokie. So let's go up. Well, that was really interesting. Let's go to the Akasha records for a minute to show that Malachi has become the first, is now going to be the first, should be down lower here. Not quite that low. No, he came in pretty early on. So we're going to put now that he is first archer at the sports center. So he's probably going to train the archers who are going to be gatehouse, who are going to run the gate, be at the gatehouse. So if we see some lower archers, some people who feel like they want to be archers, we'll have them trained first, and then we'll move them to the gatehouse when their skills are up higher. So I think everyone is working. Let's look at, oh, we're out of time. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're completely out of time. Wow. Well, we did get some things done. We know where the school's going to be. And we'll get Maisie working on these buildings here, getting the schools and the houses in as soon as she finishes on this dormitory level 3. So when she gets this side of the dorm done, she's going to be finished on that. Over here, we need to do research for the nether mine, and we'll look at that when we come back. But we can be right here for the moment. And look at the sky. It's so beautiful today. It's a beautiful day. And we'll come right here. And where is the market and the place? Where is the market and the place? Hold on. You mean in the ancient Athens one or here? Because this is the marketplace right here. We have the well in front of the town hall right here. And do you want to see the market for the Greek? Is that what you're talking about? Hold on for a second. Wait and see the answer, my friend. Classic Greek, yeah? Okay. So we'll come out here and show those again. So Trade Post added the new pieces, a new style, and it's the style to go along with ancient Athens. And it's a beautiful fit. So we'll come here and we'll switch and we'll go down to Trade Post. And here it is. And now we can see the classic Greek. And Mr. Villager wanted to see the marketplace. So the market looks like this. This is the market, and I love it, Mr. Villager. I love it. Level 5. I want to put that someplace here. I want to have this market someplace here, and I think I'm going to have it in the area where the farms are. That this is like a little farmer's market. Because yeah, isn't that gorgeous? So that's the marketplace at level 5. At level 4, yeah, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, it looks like that. 5, it looks like that, and that's good. It is. I love it. I love that. And it's very matching with the agora, which is the market in the Greek style and ancient Athens style. And let's go to the outpost, which I did not look at earlier. The outpost. I looked at the pet shop, the train station, recycling, but we didn't look at the outpost. So this is the outpost area here. This is the level 1 right here, which has, I think this is the builder. Oh, there's the housing on that side, and I do believe that this is probably where the builder is on this side. And so that's level 1, level 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, that's interesting. Look at this. It doesn't have the farms attached. It just has this part. And this is not the builder. This is just storage. And this is a place for the people to work, the guards, I think, for this section. Expected something extraordinary, gigantic, considering how the original style. I know. What I'm curious about is why it doesn't have the farms. So the other outpost buildings, so let's go to trade post. And that is curious. The other trade post buildings have the builder included in them. And so we're going to use this one. And let's look at it for a second. The outpost looks like this. So at level 5, it has a fully gated farm area with 4 farm fields. The builder right here, and then the farmer and the builder and the guard who's assigned to this area all live in this section. So see, there's the 3. Now I think that this is this has a person. Oops, sorry about that. Right there. Sorry, I bumped the desk, which bumped the mic. Sorry about that. And Ayer just added them so you could have some food source for the settlers. Ayer's specific intention with the outpost was that if you were in an area where that had different food, a different biome, then you could grow different food and be directly connected to that biome, and you wouldn't have to not have that food, and which is really kind of cool. And so, yeah. So for instance, the only thing that and let's come here for a second and I'll show. We're lucky because we have 2 biomes here, which I didn't realize, Mr. Villager, that this is the plains right here, but the Coconino meadow is actually cold. And so see the difference in the ground there, that the ground is lush. When we go into the Coconino meadows, we can grow squash and cabbage. It is cold enough here to grow squash and cabbage. However, we cannot grow rice, soybeans, chickpeas, nether peppers. We can't grow any of those. So if there was a desert nearby and we built the rail to go to the desert, then we would be able to grow chickpeas and soybeans and things like that. If there was jungle nearby, we could grow rice, and so that's kind of what I think he had in mind. But with this new one, I think he's saying that you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to grow things, you can grow things, and if you don't, then you don't have to. And we'll keep this in mind because I'm going to go a little bit longer. I'm going to go the extra 3.5 hours because here's an interesting thing with what we just found. We haven't built it yet. And don't you agree, Mr. Villager? You kind of prefer the fields to work more like scan forester's tool instead of a block with a radius. See how people will make their own builds. It is going to be interesting. Let's go back here for a minute because here's a curious thing. So see this outpost right here? That was the outpost. It's only this. This is all we need for you because we don't need to grow any food out there. We already have the foods that can be grown in this area. So we don't really need to do that. But to have this here to connect to you, to connect to your village, that would actually work better. So this would be what it would look like. Let's go over there for a second. So we're going to head over to Mr. Villager's village on the other side of the Cherry Hills. Actually, let's go through here. And let's look. So this is the rail going over. And isn't that interesting? So it's a good thing I didn't start it yet. It really is, because I would need, because I prefer, oops, our light went off. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink. I would definitely prefer to have that. So we started working on this area here to get it to match. We're not finished yet, but we did start working on it. And so here we are right here. So what we're talking about is, let's come out here. Let's go over, we're going to use the armorer right here. We're going to use his little shop and spend the night here. The armorer has a family in town, and so he doesn't use this at night. Very, very, very much more fitting than the entire walled space. Yes, I agree. And I'm just happy that it got here in time so that we could do that, because where that is going to be set up is right here. And so let's come here and let's look. And let's go to here and let's do the outpost. And there you can see it right there. You can see the track pieces. And so we would line these track pieces up right here. So the building would be right here. And let's bring it back and sit right here like this. So they have it for 2 tracks, and we're not doing the 2-track, but it still is going to work. And so the building, we would have to dig the building out in this area, but we had intended to, I think, anyway, because this level right here is level 76, and the town, I think, is 76. It's 76 in this lower area of the town right here. So that's going to be at the same level as this walkway down to the armorer right there, and that's where the building's going to be sitting, at this location right here. And it'll just be this now. It'll just be this section here. And I'll decide which one of these tracks. We'll do this track because this track is the extra. So we'll do this track up, and it comes into that piece, and that's very nice. And I like that. So we can't do anything here because we can't build this yet. We need, when we come here and assign a builder, see, it says error in placement, building or decoration partially outside of the colony, because we haven't done the claim yet. We have the claim flag and we marked the ground for this outpost, but until the enchanter does the wishing well, until we have that that amount of, what did we need? Oh, we need the research. So until the enchanter makes the what we need, which is the mortar that we need for the block that we need to be in here. And that's the thing that we just have to actually have her be able to make it. And she can't make it yet. So when she's able to make it, when we have our first amount of mortar, it'll be the first ever in any city. This will be the first city to have mortar. And so when there's enough, and she starts to be able to make it, when there's enough coin so that she can make it. Oh, the coin is gone. And it's gone. I think she made it. I think she did. Oh my gosh, she actually made the mortar. hold on. Let's go to the warehouse. She made it. Yahoo! Let's come down here. And let's go in here. And let's look here. And let's do inventory. Let's sort, and let's come to here, and let's go to and look for mortar. I don't see it. Quartz, Q-U-A-R-T. There's the nether quartz, and I wonder if it went directly to Brooke. Whoa! Hold on, let's come across here and see if Brooke. I came the long way, but that's okay. Let's come here and see if Brooke. There it is. Look at that. She's got mortar. She's got mortar. Yeah. So it did only take 1 coin, I think, or it took 64 and we had enough. I think it only took 1 coin. I think it only took 1 coin. So was the 1 coin a gold coin? Let's come over to here and see what's missing from here. Wow, look at all these people. This is Toby Carnage Aruda. And Tony hasn't been here in ages. Toby hasn't been here in ages. We haven't seen skin in the game from Toby. And Toby says, I may look scary, but I am more of a huggable bear unless there are Jinkchuriki or Spider-Man around. But I am also a really good miner. Stick me anywhere. I am here to help. Senpai. So yeah, so that is one of the people who supports Minecolonies, and that is him visiting, which is pretty cool. Let's see how much money we have here. So we're down to 40, or up to 42. Hi, Jack. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. And Jack didn't sell anything in the last day. Although he only has 1 tunic. No, he has 3 tunic. He has 2 tunics and boots left. And then he'll be out of the stuff that really brings the money. And so we'll have to get him going again. But we now have mortar, so we can now finish the train station level 3, so we can actually research. At level 3 we can research the outpost, and we have to research the outpost in order to get it. This is changing here. And so they're still waiting on the pieces that Brooke needs to make, but Brooke knows how to make them. And so she's going to give them to McKenna, and I believe this is what McKenna is working on. So let's come here and see what it shows. So McKenna's waiting for diagonal brick to be made. But look, she has the weathered. She has gravel and mixed stone, and it's the diagonal bricks that aren't made. Let's look at diagonal bricks for a second and see what it says. Diagonal bricks need mortar, and this is why we've got so much, and rough brick. Rough brick is, this is rough brick here, which is gravel and brick. We're probably out of clay. We're probably out of bricks. So brick, right here is 4 of these, make brick. Let's make sure that Brooke can actually make brick, because we were getting brick from our Naraluk in the beginning. So let's make sure that Brooke can make it now. So let's come to here and let's look at her recipes. How much you want to bet that she can't make brick. She can use brick to make flower pots. Yes, she can. So she can make brick, so she's just waiting for brick to be made. And we know for sure that Tobias can do the brick, the clay. So he can make clay into brick. Right here, we'll look right for a second and just make sure, and sure enough, it's right there. And that is what we need him to do. Okay, and does he have any made? He doesn't have anything, and he doesn't have anything in the oven. So he needs some clay brought to him. What is she doing? Let's come here and let's see what she is working on. List of recipes. She can do clay to clay, clay blocks to clay, cobblestone. Can she do anything else? Sand to clay. So she can, but we need sand. So gravel to sand and cobble to gravel. Are you not working?
What is it?
Are you requesting cobblestone? Okay, so she's making cobble to make gravel. And that's Ellie, what Ellie's doing. So that's where we are at this particular moment. So let me see what time. I've got about 4 minutes. And so when we come back, we're going to be on Twitch the next time we come back. And when we come back on Twitch, we're going to do the research so that we can have another mine. We're going to see if the buildings get finished so that we can have research the outpost. Look at the moon. Wow, that just looks so beautiful coming up there. I just have some great moon pictures. I really do. The moon coming up with the cathedral building and the town hall on both sides, and the moon coming up right there. That just looks really pretty. So I'm going to do that. All right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for subscribing. We had someone say that they were subscribing earlier today. Thank you for being in chat. Thank you, everyone, for being in chat. I really appreciate it. Mr. Villager, obrigado. Thank you for being here, and for, let me go back. I'm going to find the names of the others who were here. For right now, we have, and we'll look at them. And so we had Divnan come in and be here for a little bit, and then we had Immortop come in, and to both of you, thank you very much. And here we go. Enjoy your games, everybody. Enjoy watching all the other gamers. And I'm going to say bye for now. We've been listening to Vincentius Primus today. We've been listening to his music during this whole time, which has been very fun. So bye for now, everybody. Bye for now.